Obviously, Bill Belichick is still coaching the Patriots, right? It's not a surprise. There's reports, not circling, but now you're starting to hear of how many years does Bill Belichick want to coach left. Being that he's got his young quarterback, and it's no secret that he is grooming Josh McDaniels to take over the Patriots when he decides that he doesn't want to do it anymore. I think after this year, you're going to see him announce he doesn't want to coach. He'll remain as the GM of the team, and then Josh McDaniels will run the offense and be the head coach of the Patriots. Do you have any inside information on Belichick's plans, thoughts?
Let's just say I'm not Seth Wickersham. I don't have any inside sources, but I think Bill's kind of underrated with his durability and how much longer he can go. I think Bill could probably coach at least another 5 years.
I think so too.
Genuinely.
I do.
Whether McDaniel stays or not, I'm not sure. I feel like he lost a lot of people's
respect
when he
did
that whole Indianapolis thing. And then obviously on defense, Steve Belichick, for the love of God. I can't believe that as a possibility. But
he's got nice hair too.
Wow.
He's got a mullet.
He's got faces too.
Any hair is better than the hair you got, Tyler. So
that's true. That's true. Oh. I love this guy.
Oh,
I love Kaleb, man. I gotta give him a job,
man. You write for the Buccaneers Gazette, you said, right?
What?
You said you write for the Buccaneers Gazette.
No, Foxborough Beat.
Oh, sorry. I thought.
He's just being an idiot.
I thought
Caleb.
you followed Tom Brady to Tampa Bay too. Never.
Could I ask my question now, or you?
Yes, please ask your question.
Yeah. Well, Caleb, going through what's going on in the AFC East, and we talk about the quarterbacks. That there are rumors that Deshaun Watson could be going to Miami. I mean, the Jets have Zach Wilson. You guys have Mac Jones, and then obviously Josh Allen. When you look at the quarterback plays and the young quarterbacks that are in this division, do you think that this division is an up-and-coming quarterback division as these quarterbacks progressively get better at their positions?
Well, here's the thing. I think we have two for sure's. And it's going to sound a little biased because I don't really like having for sure's conversations. But Josh Allen, he's proven that he's a superstar quarterback. He's only going to keep getting better. He's already at MVP level. Who knows how much farther he can go? Maybe he could surpass Patrick Mahomes after this kind of like off year he's having. But I think Mac Jones, I have enough confidence in him to say he's going to be solid. Like his ceiling's like Matt Ryan. If we can get some Matt Ryan production,
hold on. Now we gotta now we have to skim right over there. Matt Ryan. I mean,
Matt Ryan, MVP. Matt Ryan.
Yeah, I still don't see that in Mac Jones. Mac Jones has got a lot to prove because when you look at the quarterback play now, when we look at Mac Jones and we look at Zach Wilson, when we look at all around talent. Zach Wilson is more talented than Mac Jones.
He's a far better athlete.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Now, Mac Jones is playing for a better coach, a better organization right now, and a more understanding of who their quarterback is and what that quarterback could do. We don't know
who else I thought was like uber talented before the Jets ruined him? Sam Darnold.
I didn't.
I thought he was uber talented.
I liked Sam Darnold. I thought the Jets should have kept Sam Darnold, Caleb, but. Look what Sam Darnold's doing right now with Carolina. He lost 4 games in a row. He got pulled in the 4th game. Now, I understand Christian McCaffrey isn't healthy, but you can't.
Like, you can be uber talented and just suck. Like, that's kind of what I'm saying. Sam Darnold, I thought he was uber talented. Yeah, but he had some magical plays in New York, and then it all just kind of fell off the tires at the end.
I think Zach Wilson's a different type of quarterback.
I feel like they're the same quarterback. They're both improvisers with really strong arms that just kind of make magic happen.
Actually, not necessarily. Zach Wilson played in an NFL style of offense.
Against Sam Darnold, high school level competition.
Well, hold on 1 second. High school level, BYU was a top team in the country, and they had the best team they had offensive. Hold on, their offensive.
Coastal Carolina didn't lose a game until last week, though. The last year and a half.
And I didn't know that we're considering Coastal Carolina a powerhouse.
But it doesn't matter if they're powerhouse.
They're still very
it doesn't
good.
matter. That doesn't matter if they're powerhouse or not.
Sam Darnold played at USC and had to actually
I think if Zach Wilson went on his Mormon mission, I might give him a little more credit.
I think I understand you're a Patriot fan and you're going to say anything to attack a Jet, so that's fine. I'm not going to attack you back because I respect you for all the things that you said to Tyler. But
I'm just pushing my limits here.
There are no limits.
Here's the limits. If you had a Switch or a Twitch, if you sent it to me, I beat Tyler with it. As we were speaking.
It's a Switch.
What?
Switch. That's the term.
Switch. I'm sorry. A Switch.
Adrian Peterson knows it very well.
Yeah, he does. He does, and he likes to.
He's attacking everybody.
I like
this
guy.
guy's just got every clip in the chamber.
We should be writing these stories. I think they would be great. Anyways,
imagine if I was writing for you, huh?
Oh,
you could if you want. You absolutely could. We could talk about that as well. Kaleb, before Speedy has his next question, I have one more question for you about the Patriots. When you look at the Patriots and you look at their defense, and they, over the last couple of years, they've been more about their secondary. This year, Matthew Judon looks like it was a great signing. Their front seven has played very well, especially in the last 3 games. What are your thoughts to the Patriots defense really transitioning from a top-end secondary to a top-end front seven now in the NFL?
Well, it's a little frustrating because just being able to rely on great pass defense has been a thing for the Patriots since I've been alive, or not since I've been alive, but since I've been a fan.
Yeah,
it was a season after
Browner, Revis. I mean, you've had
the year after the second Super Bowl loss to the Giants was when I started caring.
Mm-hmm.
And they've never really had a really bad secondary. Like 2017 was a weird year, but right after that, Gilmore became a real lockdown number 1 corner. And then you had guys like J.C. Jackson coming up, Jonathan Jones consistent in the slot now. Gilmore's gone. Jonathan Jones is on IR. And we're rolling out there with Jalen Mills, who has been surprisingly okay at corner. That's not what I was expecting from him. And Jonathan Jones is on IR, so now we have to roll out with Justin Bethel. A nasty special teamer, but can't do really anything else. Like, when he was taken out of the play in the Tampa game, Godwin torched him.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that was, one of the game-changing plays. But seeing the pass rush finally kind of hit home, and finally seeing somebody the last time we had somebody like Judon, it was Trey Flowers in that 2018 Super Bowl run.
Yep.
And now we have Judon, who looks like he's the best free agent acquisition that we could have had. It is a little weird, but it's super frustrating that I can't rely on the secondary more. I gotta worry every time I write on my preview, oh my God, the Chargers are gonna torch us with Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. We don't have the guys to keep up with it. And again, I don't want to disrespect the Jets here, but I can't give them too much credit for keeping up with Jets receivers.
No, you're right, because the Jets receivers, I don't think the Jets have a number 1 wide receiver. I think a lot of Corey Davis is a good number 2, and the rest of them are 3s. I mean, the Jets don't have.
I'm really excited to see Elijah Moore in the future.
Yeah, I think Elijah Moore is going to be fine. I'm not really worried about Elijah Moore. The question is Mike LaFleur going to be there when Elijah Moore is? That's going to be the question. I don't think he is. I can't tell you how bad and how inept this offense is. It's worse than Adam Gase. So I don't know how long the Jets could really sit on this.
Hopefully, it's just a transition year.
That's what we've had a couple of really big writers that are award winning, and he said that he believes that because the offense is so hard to understand, he says it usually takes 2 years for the offense to be understood by the team. So he believes that next year the offense is going to be a lot more flowing.
We'll have to see. Let's just hope this tough rookie year for Zach Wilson. Obviously,
Zach Wilson's been hit more than any quarterback in the league. I mean,
I feel like Mac Jones is right up there.
No, he's not. It's not even close. Zach Wilson's been sacked.
Can one of you two Google that?
Yes, Zach Wilson's been sacked 24 times. I think. Zach Wilson's been
sacked and QB hits are different. I think that Mac Jones is. I think Ross Sussman somewhere where he's been hit the most.
I'm sorry. I'd rather be. QB hits is after the play, he gets pushed around. When you get sacked, you're getting hit. I mean, you're getting busted. Busted in the lip. And by the way, those 2 hits on Zach Wilson, those were penalties. Those were penalties.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was like, oh my God, they got away with that?
Yeah, they got away with both of them. Those were absolute penalties, and the fact that the NFL they should look into it. They're not going to do anything, but they should look at Matthew Judon when he hit him the first time when his leg went back and it flipped right back. That was a penalty and a half. The fact that they didn't protect the quarterback and the NFL. I mean, Tom Brady gets even poked. It's a penalty. I mean, any of these top quarterbacks.
Well, Tom Brady also has like 7 Super Bowl rings, and Zach Wilson doesn't have 7 career starts.
I don't even think it has anything to do with the Super Bowl rings. I think it's not just him. It's other quarterbacks too in the league. Ben Roethlisberger, you put a pinky on him, you're calling a penalty. Lamar Jackson,
you have to hit him hard.
Lamar Jackson's another one. To me, you have to be fair. If you're doing it with other quarterbacks, you have to do it with the other. I felt bad for Zach Wilson, but you want to know something? This might be a blessing in disguise for him because I think the offensive line is not protecting him. He's not giving him a chance to throw the ball. I think he needs time to rest and figure things out. So when he does come back, maybe this offensive line's 100% healthy and Mekhi Becton's in, and they could start playing, in front of him because it's just obnoxious what they've been doing. Speedy, got those numbers?
It looks. I haven't found the quarterback hits, but Justin Fields has been sacked the most among quarterbacks.
Yeah, well, he moves out of the pocket.
Yeah,
he's probably really high in scrambles leading to sacks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
I thought I saw this tweet a while ago, but I could be wrong. I thought it was I saw this earlier, but.
It's okay. Not a big deal. Speedy, go ahead. Ask your question.
Yeah, I'll ask my question. I'll keep looking at it for you. So I've noticed the last 3 years there's been kind of a transitional change with the way the Patriots have operated. It always seems like Belichick was good at knowing when to trade players, homegrowing other talent, bringing in more small-scale free agents, and drafting kind of safe in the first round. They'll draft linebackers, defensive linemen, offensive linemen, stuff like that. But lately, Sony Michel in the first round, N'Keal Harry in the first round.
Do not remind me of Sony Michel and N'Keal Harry.
It kind of changing the philosophy a little bit. And then this offseason, spending a lot of money. Do you think Belichick did it as a one-time type thing he's trying to keep up with, or he's trying to change it with the ways of the league? Or do you think he actually believes that maybe he's going to be a new trendsetter?
I think that he drafted Isaiah Wynn, Sony Michel, and N'Keal Harry to try to make the most of their Super Bowl window because Tom Brady, it's been a known fact since 2017 that Brady wasn't going to finish his career. Most people in the building and even fans knew that, Brady's probably not going to retire here. So I think he was just trying to make the most of his Super Bowl window and hey, if N'Keal Harry worked out and he became a number 1 wide receiver like he was drafted to be, even though all of us knew that was never in his realm, Brady might have stayed. He might have had, okay, I have a number 1 wide receiver here. Edelman might not be getting killed and maybe he's still in the league and you have all these other pieces. Sony Michel turns out to be a number 1 back like he was drafted to be, even though we all knew he wasn't. Maybe Brady sticks around. I think he was trying to maybe appeal to Brady a little bit and also trying to make the most of the Super Bowl window. But I don't think it was anything crazy in comparison to him drafting Malcolm Brown in 2014. I think that was in the first round. I think he was just kind of look, we have some needs on offense, and how he went about it was wrong. We've had a couple of really bad drafts in recent years, specifically 2017 to 2019, I'd say we're kind of ugh. But I don't think it was anything like him trying to set a trend or him catching up with ways. I think it was just the way that the roster had looked. And again, maybe the underlying of trying to appeal to Brady before he took off.
Well, I'm glad.
If that answers your question adequately at all.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you mentioned Tom Brady's name again. That's always good to hear. Now,
dude, we need to get you some tissues.
Why?
Because you're busting over there.
Oh, I just respect greatness. That's all. You should be.
Okay, there's one thing about respecting greatness, and then there's another of just letting it just
kissing his ass. Yeah,
kind of just rain all over you.
Yeah,
he's really upset that he left.
No, he's not.
I've trying my best. I've mostly gotten over it. I rooted for Brady in the Super Bowl last year, but
you probably thought he was still wearing your jersey.
No, he didn't.
No,
as as an emotional
different
flashback.
Colors, different colors.
Yeah, but he might have just saw the Patriots red.
One of my first heroes in life.
I think
when you
he's
look up
every Boston fan's hero. That's for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yes.
growing up, that was the guy, and
Him or David Ortiz. I mean,
No,
I wasn't huge in baseball growing up. It took me a little while to get over there.
but
Probably
Ortiz
Poppy's
is
last
not
year was
somebody-
the first year I was super into it.
yeah,
you
but
shouldn't really care for
Poppy
David Ortiz.
Poppy is a god there. So was Pedro Martinez.